press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi children, in the previous class we were seeing the topic the earth in the solar system. So we have left at the point Saptarshi, that is constellation, important constellation, usually seeing constellation, that is Saptarshi. Okay, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is made up of 4 stars. Okay, if you stand here and if you watch a straight, there we can see another star. Okay, so this is our pole star. In the previous class we were seeing about this constellations. Constellations means group of the stars which form a shape. Here we can see a shape. It is like a spoon, right? Yes. If we stand here, if we look into a straight of these 2 stars, we can see another star, that is pole star. So this was about the constellations. Okay, now we'll see the other topic, that is, okay, let me read again. The celestial bodies do not have their own heat and the light. These celestial bodies, they do not have their own heat and the light. They won't have the own heat and light. Okay, yes. Then if they won't have their own heat and the light, then how will they shine? Yes, they are lit by the light of the stars. Okay, these celestial bodies, you know what are the celestial bodies? I have already explained in the previous class what are the celestial bodies. Celestial bodies are the shining objects in the sky. It may be sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called as celestial bodies. But some of these celestial bodies, they will not have their own heat and the light. Then how do they shine? They are lit by the light of the stars. Okay, they are lit by the light of the stars. Because of the light of the stars, the star will give a light. Okay, by taking that light, they will lit, they will shine. Such bodies are called as planets. Okay. Okay, now in the previous class we have seen moon and sun and other shining objects, we call them as celestial bodies. But some of the celestial bodies will not have their own heat and the light. That is why then how will they shine? They shine by the light which is emitted by the other stars on the celestial bodies. They will example, let me give you like this. Okay, imagine this is one of the celestial body which will shine, but this celestial body, it is not having its own heat and the light, but it will shine. How it will shine? By, this is a star, okay. This pink color star, it will give a light to this celestial body. That's how this celestial body, it will gain the light from this star and then it will shine. Understood? Let me repeat it again. So, this is one of the celestial body, but it doesn't have its own heat and the light. Still it will shine. How? Because it will receive the heat and the light from this star. Okay, it will receive the heat and light from this star. By receiving the heat and light from this star, this celestial body will shine. So, these type of celestial bodies which won't have their own light and the heat and also they shine, those are called as planets. Understood? Yes. Some of the celestial bodies, they don't have their own light and the heat, but still they will shine because they will take or they will receive the light from the other stars and then they will shine. Those celestial bodies are called as planets. What we call them? We call them as planets. Okay, we call them as planets. Okay, then the word planets come from the Greek word planetai. This word planets, it will come from the Greek word planetai. Okay. So, this planets word will come from a Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. Here this planetai means wanderers. Wanderers. Okay. Wanderers means one who moves from one place to other places. Okay. So, this planets word came from the Greek word planetai, means wanderers, which means one who moves from one place to another place. Okay. So, this is about the planets. Now, we will see that it gets all its heat. Okay. The earth on which we live is a planet. So, example for this planet is our earth. The earth which we live on is a planet. Okay. So, example is earth. Similar way, there are many planets, okay, like Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Pluto, those are all the planets. Okay. Then this, our planet Earth, it gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. So, I have already said that this moon, sun and all the stars also called as moon, sun is also called as a stars, right? Yes, our earth, it doesn't have its own heat and light. That is why we call this as a planet. But it receives a light from the sun. This receives a light from the sun and then it will shine. This earth, it doesn't have its own heat or light, but it receives a light from the nearest star, that is sun, and then it will shine. Okay. Then if you look at the earth from a great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. So by getting the light from the sun, our earth will start shining. If we see from a longer distance, we can see that our earth is shining like a moon. Okay, so our earth is a planet. Planet means some of the celestial bodies which won't have their own heat and the light, right? So these celestial bodies doesn't have their own heat and the light. Still they will shine. How will they shine? Because they will take the light from the nearest stars. That's how they will shine. Okay, by taking the light from the nearest stars, they will shine. So our earth is one of the planet. When we look from a longer distance, our earth will shine. Okay, then the moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. Okay, satellite means it is a natural satellite. You know, satellite means upagraha, that we leave from the leave in the spacecraft to a space to find out the area and the location of that place. But it is a natural satellite, which means created by the nature. Okay, it is a companion of our earth and moves around it. This moon, it is a friend of our earth or a companion of our earth, and this will move around our earth. Okay, this moon will move around our earth. Okay, so this moon is a natural satellite and that this is earth and this is moon, which is a natural satellite. Okay na? This is a natural satellite. This moon will move around our earth's surface. So this will move around our earth's surface. Okay, so moon is a natural satellite which will move around our earth's surface. Then they have given, like our earth, there are 7 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their moons too. So, like our earth, we do have 7 more planets. 7 more planets. Okay, 7 more planets, and in this some of them have a satellite like a moon. Some moons too, that means they too have a satellites. Okay, okay. Then what are those planets? We'll learn in the future classes. Now we'll see about the solar system. The solar system. See, we are going to see about the solar system. The sun and the 8 planets plus 8 planets, okay, plus some satellites, okay, the sun, 8 planets and also some of the satellites are and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids. Okay, the sun, 8 planets and satellites and other some celestial bodies are known as asteroids and meteoroids. These are known as asteroids and meteoroids. Okay. Yes. From the solar system, we often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. Okay. So, the sun is the head of this solar family. These are called as solar family and sun is the head of this solar family. Okay. So, solar system consists of sun, 8 planets and some satellites, also some celestial bodies, and these are also called as asteroids and meteoroids. Okay. So, this whole thing we call it as a solar system and here sun is the head. Okay. As we see in our family, father is the head, same way sun is the head of this solar system. Okay. Yes. Then we see about the sun, the head of the solar family. The sun, the head of the solar family. Sun is the center of the solar system. Our sun is the center. He is the center of the whole solar system. Okay. Yes. It is huge. It is very big one. The sun is very big one and made up of extremely hot gases. It is made up of extremely hot gases. Okay. Yes. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. Okay. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and the light for the solar system. So, this sun which is in the center, it provides the pulling effect for all other planets. Okay. It will attract all the planets towards its own self. Okay. It will provide the pulling or it will attract all the planets, all the celestial bodies around these. And also the sun is the ultimate source of heat and the light for the solar system. So, it is the ultimate source. The sun is the ultimate source, one and only main source of the solar system, ultimate source of the solar system which provides the heat. Okay. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us, because despite of being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Yes. Even though it has lot amount of heat in it, we won't experience much amount of heat. Why? Because even though it is very nearest star to our earth, but still it is very far away. It is about 150 kilometers. It is about 150 kilometers. Okay, that is about 150 kilometers, million kilometers distance. The sun is located at a 150 million kilometers distance. So, this was about the sun. Sun is the center of the solar system and it is the head of the solar system, and it is made up of hot gases, and it is the ultimate source of heat and light. Okay. And it will give the it will attract all the planets towards it. So, this was about the sun. Now, we will see about the topic, that is the planets. Now, we will see about the planets. Okay, now we will see about the planets. As I have already said, planets are the celestial bodies which doesn't have their own heat and the light, but still they shine because they receive the light from the nearest stars. Okay, now we will see about the planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. In order of their distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So, there are total 8 planets in our solar system. Okay. They are classified depending upon the distance. Okay, they are classified, means they are categorized depending upon the distance. Okay, from the sun. They are Mercury. Okay, to remember these planets, we write as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and 6. Okay. Now Pluto has been added. Okay. So there are 8 of these planets. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and the Neptune. Okay, here in this, these are categorized based upon the distance from the sun. Okay, so in order to remember these, the trick has been given here. A very easy way to memorize the name of the planets in order of their distance from the sun is see, take every first letter. This is M. So, my, very, V, E, efficient, mother, just, served, us, nuts. So, you just remember, my very efficient mother just served us nuts. So, take all the first letters, my very. So, my means this is Mercury and very means Venus. My very efficient, E means Earth, efficient mother, M means Mars, just means Jupiter, served, S, Saturn, and us, 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 that is Uranus, and nuts, that is Neptune. So, this is the easiest way to remember these planets. There are total 8 planets and you can remember these very easily with a trick. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the sun in a fixed path. So, these all the 8 planets, they will move around. So, this is a sun and all these 8 planets, they will move around the sun in a 7, 8. Okay. These 8 planets, they will move around the sun in a particular distance. Means they will have some particular distance. Okay. They will have some particular distance between them and the sun. They will have this kind of particular distance from the sun. They will move in this fixed path. Okay. These paths are elongated and they are called orbits. So, all these planets move in a fixed path. This path is called as orbit and this is elongated. Okay. So, this path is called as orbit. Mercury is nearest to the sun. So, Mercury here in the picture they have given, here you can see here this is the sun and here you can see a Mercury near this. This Mercury is very nearest to the sun and also meanwhile you can see other planets depending upon their distance. So, this is how the solar system looks. Okay. Now, Mercury is the very nearest to the sun. It takes only about 88 days to complete the one round its orbit. Okay. So, they will be moving like this, right? So, one planet, this Mercury will take around 88 days to move one round in its orbit. Okay. To complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of the Earth. So, and the other is Venus. Venus is considered as this Venus. It is considered as a twin of a Earth because these two have a same sizes. Okay, and also shape. Till recently, August 2006, Pluto was also considered as a planet. However, in a meeting of the International Astronaut Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects discovered in the recent past, may be called as dwarf planets. So, recently this Pluto, till recent 2016, Pluto was called as a planet. but after that they formed a meeting, that is in the astronomical union they formed a meeting. In that they considered this is not longer a planet, this is considered as a dwarf planet. Dwarf means short, right? Short planet. So this is about the planets. So in this class we have seen about the planets, the sun, the solar system, and the detailed information or a brief information regarding those three things. So in the next class we will see about the further topics. So till then you guys study about these topics clearly. Okay, then we will end up the class. Thank you.